Hey folks, Phil Davis, Ancestry Lands, ancestrylands.com. Thank you so much for coming and watching me today. Today is September 6th, 2022. Make sure you guys click the bell for all my new videos coming up. We're always bringing new content, whether it's land strategies, mindset videos, or just new properties that are hitting the market each day. Make sure you give this video a like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you already haven't. Our channel is about selling land, but it's also about giving you strategies and concepts and expanding your land mindset. Okay, I'm going to coin that phrase right now, land mindset. All right, your land ownership mindset. Okay, your LOM, your LOM. Land ownership mindset, folks. Okay, this video is going to be about land ownership mindset. Now, if you're thinking about clicking off right now, I guarantee you're about to miss some great gems on whether you own property, you're thinking about owning property, or you are you don't own property. This is the reason why you should buy. And ancestrylands.com is the place where you should do it. I am your illustrious host, Philip Davis. Salutations, folks. I'm glad that you're here today. One concept I'm going to really dig home is how to create multiple streams of income or multiple avenues of income with just 5 properties. Okay. My wife and I, we own over 100 properties, or have owned over 100 properties in the last 4 years that we have since I've been doing the land investing. Out of those properties that we've owned, I'm sure it's well over 100, but currently I have 60 properties under contract. Another 60 have been sold, and I have currently 40 in my inventory. So yes, it's obviously it's over 150, if you will. Not meaning to brag, but I want to just kind of hit home the benefits of owning land. And I don't mean owning land just in a land strategy. Now, you've seen myself and my posting manager, Eric Kennedy, we've been interviewed on Entrepreneubians podcast. We've done stuff on the Melanin Market. We've been on different venues talking about land ownership, and I'm going to bring home or to your mind, this is your land ownership mindset. So this is really going to apply to people who currently own land. And if you own one property, I'm going to make the case on why you should be buying more properties from me. Not just for the benefit of myself, but a benefit of yourself, because I'm going to show you how I use these strategies, some of these same strategies in my own business to provide income for myself. So make sure, again, we like, share, and subscribe, folks. Give this video a like, because it shows me that you're watching. It shows me that you're getting some value and input in this video. So let's hit right home. If you own one property of land, okay, more than likely when you get into the first part of land, you're buying your first property from Ancestry Lands. Okay, you buy one property, you want to pay it off, you pay it off, and it's like great. 9 times out of 10, most people sit with that property and do nothing. I always encourage my buyers to buy more than one property, even if they can only afford one now. Buy one. Don't stop your land buying process just because you got one property. You need to have a goal of being like a land baron. I don't want to say that word because it may be used as a, like fat cat or a negative connotation. But literally, you want to own multiple properties. And the reason why you want to do that is that there are different strategies that you can utilize with each property that you own. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. For every property has a possibility of becoming its own income producing stream, avenue, or resource or source for you that you own. If you have one property, it's just like having one job. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. So you work, you get money from your job, and then you earn an income. Well, the one property can give you income too as well, but it's not you don't have a wide net to catch more fish. If you have 5 properties, okay, you now have 5 potential ways to make different income streams, or different passive income streams, or active income streams. And I'm gonna really hit this home without like belaboring the point. So if you have 5 properties, okay, much like we have multiple properties, You can, with one property, you can sell that on owner finance. Someone's interested in buying your property. You own 5 properties. You're not planning on building on all 5 at the same time. Maybe you're going to leave one for your children. Maybe you're planning on buying and holding, selling it later. Well, let's say you do the buy and hold strategy. Okay. Now, with some years down the road, someone's interested in your property, but they don't have all the money. Well, now you can sell it on financial terms, the same way you might have bought from me. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that because that's going to be more for advanced users and people. I don't want to provide any like financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor, but that is similar to what I do now, is where you can sell your own land on payments. Follow me or reach out to me if you want more information or you want to utilize some of my services and how we actually structure payments, how you set up contracts and things like that. We can help you with that. That part if you're interested in doing that and you're a private landowner. Okay, so you now have the ability to sell it and gain a monthly income. Okay, now you've already bought this land 5 years ago. Okay, you've paid your price for the land is now being sold for more money. So if you're doing it on payments and terms, then you are able to now essentially have a monthly income coming in passively from that one piece of property. Okay, now we can just march this out to you're doing it on, all 5 properties. And now you have 5 monthly income, passive income resources. Okay, so say you want to be a little bit more advanced because you see that there's more money. You want to dream a little bit bigger. Okay, there's always that go hard or go home, methodology where people want more bang for their buck. So what if that one property you have the passive income, monthly income? Say another property you sell for cash. Okay, I'll give you a quick example of how this works out into my life, where it sometimes, my wife, now we're about to have another baby. You'll be hearing about that soon. And we're going to go into, the paternity leave and maternity leave where we're both not going to be working. Well, my wife is a personal trainer and she is not working. So if she doesn't work, she doesn't actually get a paycheck. Now we could take disability, state disability for our leave and get a check, right? But at the same time, that's still considered earned income, and it may not be enough. It may not be enough to cover the bills. We're not able to actually get ahead in life if you're making more or less by the monthly income or your disability, getting the government check. If you're getting that check, you're not able to kind of increase your income velocity. You're not able to make extra money because we have a new child in our family. So the other thing about it is that I had a conversation with Eric, my posting manager, that connects to this, is that if you work 2 jobs, there's no more time in the day for you. You can't create another one of yourself. You can't clone yourself and create another you to go out there and work. There's only 24 hours a day. There's only 7 days in a week. So you can only physically be in one place at one time. Well, the only way to now give yourself that extra where you can be in 2 places at one time is by creating that additional revenue stream. So if you have one that a person's making payments to you on, the second property can be used if you want to sell it for cash. Now, you don't have to necessarily go out there and sell it for cash right in that day, but land values do increase over time. So in the same 5-year period that you now hold and you own this land, you may have, a property that you're saying, okay, well, property number 3, I want to pass on to my kids. Well, property number 2, someone may want to buy for 15, 20 grand right now. Okay, so you're selling it for $20K cash, this property, and you now have $20,000 of increased income. I mean, if you make $5,000 a month, let's just say you gross $5,000 a month. Well, that $20,000 now is 4 months worth of your income. Yes, you have to pay taxes on that. You should always pay your taxes so you don't get any IRS trouble. But my point is that you have in one property out of the 5. Now you're making monthly income on property 1. Property number 2, now you've sold it for 4 months worth of your income if you make $5,000 a month. So you have a quarter of the year of income in one property sale. So you sell that for cash. You have 4 more properties left. Okay. So if you do this, let's just say you do this 3 times, you literally have your year income covered off of 3 properties. Okay. Because one property is 4 months. Okay. For 20 grand, if you make $5,000 a month, right? Let's just say you gross it. That's a $60,000 a year job. Okay. You make $5 grand a month. times 12 is 60,000. Okay. So if you sell, what is it, 3 of these properties, every property is 4 months worth of your gross salary. Okay. So if you're working and making a $60,000 job and you have 5 properties and you sell 3 of them for cash, $20,000, after you pay taxes, you literally have doubled your effort. Okay. You have created another you working that $60,000 job, and one property gives you 4 months worth of your working income. Okay. So, yo, you gotta like this video right now. That's a gem right now. Okay. And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it again. Let me just go through the example again, because again, the reason why I like land better than houses, and I'm not saying anything's wrong with a house, is the rental. The problem with the rental income versus the land, where land beats out that rental income on a house, is that you have maintenance. There's things that break down with the house. There's upkeep. There's things like the lawn. Like right now it's raining outside, but the grass is going to grow. So every time you're making money off that rental, you got to cut the grass, the lawnmower, however it's powered, the electricity bill, every bill that goes into maintaining that rental now becomes a minus on your earned income that month. Where land kind of gets a more of a bump up, or it wins over a traditional rental property, is that you're not maintaining the land. You don't have any electricity costs. You don't have any, you don't have to cut the grass. You don't have to trim the hedges. You don't have to overhear pipes burst in the winter. You don't have to worry about shoveling. There's also time and effort that does not get equated into financial cost when you're dealing with maintaining a home. So again, where land is, if you own a home, that's great. I want you to understand, I'm not telling you not to own a home. What I'm saying is that as far as an investment strategy, when you put money into something that you're looking to benefit you in some way, you cannot use this strategy in the same way that you can easily deploy it using land with any other real estate model out there and generate it with the lower liabilities that are hanging over you from owning those other rental properties, those other real estate vehicles. Where land, there's no cost for you to own it other than the taxes and the price you paid once you purchased it. So again, I hope this is breaking it down. Again, in that job, you're a male or a woman, you're working at a job, $60,000 a year. You don't get paid for the gas to drive to your work. They don't pay you for that. Now, some jobs they may, but most people do not get paid for sitting in an hour's worth of traffic to get to their job and come home. You don't get paid for lunch. You get paid for a lunch break, but you don't get paid for the food you consume, nor the groceries that you have to get afterwards. And again, you don't get paid for the time outside of your job. Okay, even teachers don't get paid for their off hours that they got to do for the lesson plans for their students. There's so much more that your job that it doesn't pay you for, that you don't account for. If you had to account for it, you might be making $60,000. So then the government takes it out. You got your union benefits if you're in your union. You got your state, local taxes. You got union dues. You got your 401k contributions. After that, you get your paycheck. Okay, so whatever's left from that 60,000 after all of these entities start taxing you before and after tax, now your drive to work, the cost to maintain your car, the cost to maintain your house, none of this is contributing to adding to your monthly income. In fact, after everyone's gotten done taken away, you are left with what's left to, I'm only going to talk about going to work, your lunch to work, or if you buy food to work. None of that is paid for by your job because you have to go to work. So again, if you work 9 to 5, 9 to 6, or you work, in school hours, how do you generate extra money and you have a family? So even if you don't have a family, you either got to work a job, you got to work later, or you got to go to the next place. But again, to do something to benefit yourself always costs something on the other side. And the main thing it costs is your time, correct? So the thing I'm trying to hit home is where land is a benefit, is something to think about, where you might say, well, what about the stock market? Okay, great. How's the stock market doing today? How many ups and downs are we going to go off? Are you even in control of a stock market. No, you're not. You can only control when you buy or sell. If you sell it, you got to pay taxes on capital gains taxes. So again, you're waiting on the market to decide on where your investments are. If you lose money in the stock market, nobody calls and tells you, say, hey, sorry, Mr. Davis, we lost, your retirement savings, your 401k lost $30,000, and we're really sorry. You know what? We're going to try our best to get that money back for you. No, they don't, right? Most people don't even know how or where, if you ask them what are they invested in a 401k, they don't even know what they're invested in. They don't even know when their 401k is set to their year of retire. It's not to put people down. It's to show you that we put our faith and reliance into entities and bigger systems to just have faith in them, and they constantly are not doing anything for us, and they're not working in our best interests. The people who are benefiting from the stock market, the people who have the greatest to gain from the stock market, and they're using our money to do it. So land is you putting that control back into your hand. Now, I know somebody's going to say, well, hey, Phil, the real estate market is decided by the same thing, too. There's interest rates. There's, the Fed, all of this stuff that's going to go in there, and they're playing manipulation in politics, too. I got you that. But again, land can be sold from the owner to the buyer direct. You don't need a real estate agent to sell the land for you. You can, but you can sell that property yourself. You can actually make a price agreement directly with the buyer to buy below market value. All the properties I sell are below market. They're on Zillow selling for $22,000, and I'm selling them for $15,000. So the day you buy a property from me on Ancestry Lands, you already have $7,000 worth of equity, potential equity, that you're now selling and dealing with that against a realtor. So again, I ask you again, where else can you get that kind of ownership power? Your ownership mindset needs to change. Your land ownership mindset needs to change. Your LUM needs to change. Your land ownership mindset needs to shift the gear forward to understanding that land ownership gives you so much power that you do not have with everywhere else in your life. The only thing you can do with your 1K is up the contributions or lower the contributions, correct? The only thing you can do with a stock is buy or sell. Even with your 401k, you can't do that. If they're losing money in a 401k, there's nothing you can do. The only thing you can do is sit there and watch. The only thing you can do is also work more to contribute more into your 401k, correct? But again, when you're losing money in a 401k, it is not because you're not working and contributing to the 401k. You're actually doing your part, but now the market is losing money. I mean, you're putting money into a savings account, and inflation is killing your gains because everything costs more. Your food costs more. So it doesn't matter what you save, you still have to use more money to buy the same product. So there's another problem in that again. So how do you get ahead in that? And land is your way to supplement that kind of income. Now, again, you can actually, let's go back to the 5 properties now. So, maybe you sell 1 or 2 properties for that cash value. Well, how about for another investment strategy with the property? You actually build on the property and use it as a rental income, Airbnb. You can actually have people farm on that land, grow crops on that land, sell the crops, and all they're doing is paying you rental income for using your dirt. I've shown you other videos about how people have crops. They're growing it just on their lawn for personal consumption use. If you own a 1/4 acre property from me, you got way more than enough land to do that on. I mean, you can literally pump some income out of there. And again, all you're doing is allowing the use of your land to be cultivated by someone else who knows how to do it. You're hands off. Now, again, I'm going to throw a disclaimer out. Now, everything I'm saying is not financial advice. I'm not giving you any kind of market advice or stocks advice. I have a 401k, but I'm just giving you ideas for you to research and do your due diligence on to find ways to make yourself money. We're offering our properties below market value, $7,000 to $8,000 below the average market value of what property is being sold for in the same area. We're doing with no interest and no credit checks. You know why? We want you to win in life. Our business model is centered on the stories of people who own property. The people who are able to generate wealth or pass generational wealth down from them to the next person. That's why it's Ancestry Lands, one generation to the next. You can't see the generation to the background. Shout out to my dad who's like, fix the background. I told him, I was like, listen, man, we're just starting out on this YouTube channel. We're up to 3K subscribers. We're just still growing. All right. We're not there yet where I can get a professional studio. Right now, the best thing I'm providing you with is the knowledge, the gems to know how to win in life. And I want you to win, folks. I want you to win so bad, because what I've learned so much from the power of land ownership, my land ownership mindset has helped me to see my daughter skip a grade. My daughter skipped 3rd grade to go to 4th grade. It's allowed me to spend time with my children. I drive my kids to the bus, to school, or I walk them over to the bus stop. We actually walk to school one of the days. I actually spend time with my children, and my life. My experiences are I'm getting to be home as a father, as a Black man, African-American male. And here I am a present father in my children's life. And that's not to put anyone else down, but it's if I can do it and you see the statistics going out there that they can't, that means you can do it. And I'm providing you the ways on how you can make it possible. For more information, reach out to me, Ancestry Lands, ancestrylands.com. We're on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Philip Davis on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Fanbase. I don't know where you can't find me. I'm on Pinterest, folks. Like, share, and subscribe again. Comment below. Let us know what you think about land ownership, or what's your mindset gearing towards. And again, we got some people making $150 payments a month, folks. It's not that hard to own land. It doesn't cost you that much to own land. I guarantee you there's something you're using in life that costs $150 or $200 or $250 that you probably can do without, that would give you more benefit owning a piece of property that you're making payments on that will directly help your future than the thing you're paying $250 for now, that will give you nothing, that will give you a momentary bit of pleasure that is fleeting, that years from now, you won't have anything to show for it. With inflation and the way this economy is going, it's time to act. I'm not trying to scare you, but it's time to get your butts in gear and make a decision and do something to start changing your life. And this is that little drop, that little drip that adds to a full bucket 5 years from now. But if you never start turning on that faucet and you're worried about trying to find other things and being distracted, that's what they want you to do. Because later on, when you're 50, 60 years old, it's too late then. They've already taken from you, and those people are long gone made the money that you're hoping to make. They've already stolen your dreams, folks. And Ancestry Lands is here to provide you with that way to keep that dream possible, to make that future happen. I don't think land is an answer. It's a solution to get you to the door of what your dreams are, what you really want to accomplish in life. Land is just a tool. It's no more than a hammer or a screwdriver when you're trying to get a bed fixed or something put together. Ancestry Lands, that land ownership, your LOM is a tool to make that item get built together so you can use it. It's not the bed itself. It's the tool to build the bed, to put everything together in your life, which leads to either generational wealth, you're passing on something for a legacy, you're trying to make passive income in your life, or you just need something else to help create another you to give you back time so you can stop trading your dollars for hours, folks. Phil Davis, I hope you've been enlightened, educated, and somewhat the wheels have started turning in your mind about land ownership and the power of it. One thing Eric and I talk about, my postal manager, he's like, man, I want more land. We talk about it all the time. And we're just talking about just so much about why you should have more land. Buy more land. All right. Buy land, folks. Build wealth. Leave a legacy, build a legacy. Ancestry Lands got you covered. All right, folks. Phil Davis, I'm signing out. Stay well.
Are you confused with today's real estate market? With high interest rates and overpriced housing, it can be hard to find something to own at the right price. Available on Amazon, Getting Dollars from Dirt by author Philip H. Davis is a game-changing book that invites you to embark on a thrilling exploration of this often overlooked asset class. This book is your roadmap to unlocking the secrets of vacant land investment. Inside these pages, you will uncover the transformative power of vacant land as a wealth-building tool. Discover how to spot promising properties, assess their true value, and capitalize on market trends. From understanding zoning and permits to leveraging financing strategies, you'll gain the knowledge and confidence to make savvy investment decisions. With each page you turn, you'll gain a deeper understanding of the profound impact your investments can have on the world around you. Getting dollars from dirt is not just a guidebook, it's a call to action. Whether you're a seasoned investor or a curious novice, this book will empower you to tap into the immense potential of vacant land and embark on a journey toward financial freedom and a brighter future.